Hello there, it's Patricia from Pinky's World. This week I'm starting a card challenge that I found online. It's called KENDRA'S Card Challenge. She has a YouTube channel, she has a Facebook page, she has Instagram, she's all over the internet, and she creates these amazing cutout designs for your 6x6 papers. She gives you 6 templates to cut 6 sheets of paper, and you can create 15 cards out of it. I thought it was a brilliant idea. You can use whatever papers you want. It's entirely up to you, and you can decorate it whatever way you want. So basically you start off, she gives you the 6 layouts for 6 sheets of paper, and you can see they're all numbered. You can see 9, 1, 10, 14, 14, 2. Each excuse me, each paper is individual to another card. I'm choking and get a drink. And what you do is I'm going to get a tickly cough. Hold on. So sorry about that. What you do is you get your 6x6 paper. For mine, I have used the Butterfly Bijou, which is no longer available, but I have such a pack of papers. I want to use them up, and this is what I chose. So you simply take 6 sheets out of the one pack. If you take it out of the one pack, you know they're all going to coordinate, because the first layout is not for one card. They're all mixed up throughout. So you take your 6x6 paper, as I said, and you follow this direction. These are the cut lines. So you can see you need to cut along this one, which would be your bottom. You take away this, you don't need it, it's a wee bit of scrap, unless you can find something to use it for. Then you're left with this block, and you cut it down here, so you'd have that. Cut it down, cut these into 2, cut these into 2. It really is so easy. She's all the measurements down. The measurements work perfectly for the 6x6 papers because we're all 6x6. But when you go to do the card part of it, I'll explain that when I get there. Get these all done. Get yourself wee pieces of paper, number 1 to 15, set them out in your piles. As you cut your papers, sort them into their piles. So you'll have 1 to 15 laid out. So you know this one goes to number 9, this one goes to number 1, this goes to number 10, and you'd set them all out until you have each of your 6 sheets covered. She goes right through. Now these are printed in black and white. She gives you a free PDF download, and it is all in colour. I just didn't want to waste my ink till I had a wee look at it first. But it is brilliant. I really like it. I'm going to follow through. I'm going to get it all done. She gives you 3 months to get it all done. You can enter in. She actually has wee prizes and all, so it's worth your while having a wee go at it, even just to give you ideas for your own cards. So then she goes on to show you the card sketches. This will be number 1. So you will go along, lift your pile that says number 1, and you know that's for your card. So pop it all in, get your card prepared. She tells you exactly the right measurements. This is where I'm telling you the only difference between us and America. She is an American lady. The only difference is their A4 sheet is 8.5 inches wide. Ours is only 8 1/4. So your card will be slightly narrower. Just bear that in mind. So cut your card to suit your normal. You can't go any wider. It's 8 1/4. So it'll be 4 1/8. Whenever you're cutting this part here will be 4 1/8. So just bear that in mind. Their card will go to 8.5. Yours goes to 8 1/4. So that's the only difference. So inside, as you can see in this one, she gives you the cuts for this one will be this, this, and this one. Now the black part, well, it's not even black. This shows you better. This is the one I'm following first. I actually have them all cut. I did that yesterday. It really took me no time at all. I have each card cut. I have all the wee pieces divided into their piles, popped into the card, ready to decorate. I just have to decide as I'm going along what I'm going to use to decorate it. So this one was started off where we're given this measurement and this measurement. 2 pieces of card out of the same pack. The 2 different colours indicate that you use one way and one the other way. So really simple. I have gone ahead and cut what else I need. She gives you all the measurements of the mats, which worked out perfectly. Even though our card is slightly narrower, I haven't gone with the black frame. I've gone with the inside one. I didn't want to do the black frame, just simple as that. I didn't want to do another colour. So I've embossed my background. This colour tones in with these colours, or these papers. I've cut my squares, the black squares, which is 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. I've cut 2 of those. So they will go here, just to show you that it does work beautifully with our size. Your papers then will go on. I've gone with this and this, as I showed you. And I like this one because it has the wee butterfly here. So I cut it out of another piece of paper. I'm going to set it on top. I cut 2 pieces of white. And I'm just going to layer up. And I cut these extra long. I didn't cut them the length you said. I says I'll work it out as I go along, and I can chop down depending on the sentiment that I use. But you can see everything is all marked out. These are the 2 you cut from your plan, and the rest you add, but just giving you the exact measurement you need. So the work's all done for you, and it'll make creating cards so quick and easy. So we're going to go ahead and do this one today, and then we'll follow through the rest of the weeks with the each card design. If you fancy following along, go on to our site. I'll give the link below, and you can print everything off and be ready to go along with it. So we're going to go, this is our card base. I'm going to stick on this first, which was embossed using a flowery, this one here, it's an old one, Country Floral, but use any design you want. Or put designer series paper at the back. It depends on you. You're entirely left to design your own card. She's not, telling you exactly what to do. She's just giving you all the measurements that you need so that you can just scoot on and make lovely cards. And if you go onto her site, she has samples made already herself, which are beautiful. So give it a wee go. It's really nice thing to do. So just center that on your card. This is Bermuda Bay card that I have embossed here because it goes with that particular paper. And I'm just going to stick these on flat as well. So just basic white, or Whisper white is what I'm still using, but the new one is called basic white. So center that, or make it sit nicely in your corner there. Same with the other one. You can decide to cut these in a wee bit or whatever. So long as you're following KENDRA'S design, you can enter into the competition. If you're just doing it for fun, then just do what you want. Use the basic design. This is struggling to stick to my heavy embossing. That is the most beautiful embossing folder, but boy, it is very deep, So the paper needs something to cling to, and it's struggling. Should have put them up on raised 3D foam. Would have helped, but hopefully it'll settle into it. So I'm just going to stick this directly on top as well. Make sure I've got the right one. Yep. So you decide which side of your double-sided paper. If it's not double-sided, just use 2 different papers for that one, I suppose. Kendra has a great explanation on her YouTube channel if you go on to her. This one is going to be face down. These little wee press. Doesn't want to stick at all, sure doesn't. So far looking good. So I decided to go with the Daisy Lane. I thought this wee flower here would be good to pile up, and I'm going to do It's Your Time to Shine. As I say, I did the wee butterfly, just cut it out of another piece of that same paper because I have quite a bit of it there. And I'm just going to raise them up slightly on a wee small dimensional in the centre there, just to give that a wee bit of dimension. Didn't bother cutting out his feelers. I can't remember the name of them, but I didn't bother because I didn't need to, which makes the cutting out that wee bit easier, but it gives that a wee lift. These flowers are going to be arranged along here. You better stick. I'll have to go back in with some sticky dots maybe. So we'll do our sentiment, and then we'll know what length we need for that. So I'm going to do It's Your Time to Shine in the Bermuda Bay. Where's my block? Haven't even got the backs on these. That's so bold. So let's hope I get it straight or we're in trouble. I'm just using the same ink. Not too bad. So we'll chop off what we don't need. And then we're going to mount that up. Could nearly trim that a wee bit because it is a small design. Straight as the day, Nat, huh? So I'm going to maybe put that directly onto that and then use dimensionals on the other side. I think I'll use my wee cutter this time. Maybe try and straighten things up. Right. Still swishing about here with the wet glue. So I just want to give this a wee trim. If I can see it. So we know that's going to sort of sit here. If you keep following your wee diagram, you know, it sits over slightly like so, and then we're going to pop these wee flowers in. We just want to arrange them slightly different from each other. I think I'll use a few of these. If you set them around, I did these in pinks just to tie it in with the papers, you know, to bring that bit of pink down to this end because it was very blue looking. So if I sort of arrange them a bit better than that, but you get the gist. This is where you have the fun. After Kendra has shown you all these brilliant measurements and stuff, you have the fun of deciding what to put where. You're not tied at all. So go with whatever stamp set suits you best. So I want that overlapping slightly, and then I'm just going to pop some dimensionals on the back of these. Let me just use these. I did just clean my desk, believe it or not, but I don't seem any better off. So I'm just going to pop these on 2 of them first start and then see where I go from there. I might want to tuck the other ones flat in behind. So sort of wanted it coming towards that. And that. One up the back and maybe one underneath. What do you think? Just to give a wee sort of display. Yeah, I think that's not too bad. So get a wee blob of ink. Or glue. This will give us a wee bit of time for manoeuvre if we need to before we stick these ones. So I sort of want that tip in this one. So I'm going to pull that one down, press that one, and press those. So you've immediately got a wee card so quick. And if you have all those, like I have a 15 of them ready to go, I just need to decide what I'm putting with them. And away you go. And you can add glitter, you can add wee pearls, whatever you want. You can go to town after that. And you'll have all these sitting, or if you make them for charities or whatever, you'll have a whole pack of cards ready to give away. So I hope you'll have a go. I will pop the link down below and you can go straight to KENDRA'S. You can open the PDF, follow along, do what I did, pick a pack of paper that you haven't used for ages that you'd love to use up, and away you go. So catch us all again next week, and I hope some of you join in. If you do, pop your cards down below so we can all see them and share them with Kendra. I think you have to go, what is it, hashtag Kendra's Card Challenge 2. And she will pick up on it on Facebook and Instagram and wherever. I think Pinterest is the only place she has bother. So check her out. I'll put a link to her card challenge, and I'll put a link to her YouTube channel, and you can tear away. All right, catch us all later. Bye.